Yeah, this your boy JTL. Another episode of Red Pill. Respectfully. Shit, you see the title? Let's get into it.
I can.
Great.
So, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Mr. Kevin?
I am well.
Good.
I am well.
I have been highly anticipating this interaction.
Okay, let's do it.
So, you know what? I'll get started. I have a few questions for you.
Before that, why don't you tell people your name?
I'm sorry. My name's Tawana.
All right. And how did you come across my content?
So, I'm in a few social media groups that post your videos often. And also, I'm on a show.
Are these Facebook groups? Are these Facebook groups?
Yeah, Facebook groups. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Are they run by men or women?
They are run by men because I'm on a show called Lapeef, and that show is ran by men as well. And so we often talk about your perspectives.
Okay.
Yes. So a lot of your critiques are probably about some of my comments.
Well,
which is fine.
well, my perspectives are perspectives that honestly men have been sharing for the longest in barbershops, on basketball courts, in places where men used to be able to speak freely like men.
Yeah.
So it used to be all right for men to be able to be honest about what they thought, but we live in a culture now to where men are canceled. So as a matter of survival, men just don't say anything, but the actions are speaking. So most women seem to have an issue with my tone. But what really never happens is people never really argue the points I make, the facts, the data, the statistics. It's always about the man.
Well, I'm definitely going to change that. Okay?
See how he just mansplained her, guys? Ain't that such a sad shame that he just broke down everything that he has an issue with just that quick in like 10, 12 seconds? He just mansplained the hell out of it, didn't he?
Because I don't believe that you're wrong, okay? I think that you just have no flexibility, no room. And the reasons that I think that is because, for instance, why do you even ask women to rank themselves? Why do you think it's important for them to judge themselves, especially when you're not really going to consider the whole of them anyway, right? You're just going to rank them based on the surface level.
What's my profession?
You're an image consultant.
Right. And what does an image consultant concern himself with?
But then here's my concern.
No. You asked me, and you got to let me.
Ain't he being so condescending, guys? I mean, he just thinks she got it all wrong, and he has the nerve to try to just listen to his tone. He said, "What does an image consultant do?" Like, such a rhetorical question, right?
Explain it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He said, let him explain it. He meant mansplain it, right?
An image consultant is concerned with what?
Well, are you only concerned with?
Okay, I'm answering the question. Okay, see,
I'm asking because I don't know what an
image consult. Okay, have you ever been to a hairstylist?
Yeah.
You don't ask them to clean your teeth.
Absolutely not.
An image consultant is concerned with your image, and I style men and women. And the men, and most people don't need an image consultant. Middle class people don't typically need image consultants. This is a service for the top 1%, and I'm in the service class. The 20% that services the top 1%. But in that group, there are men and women. I'm working with women who want to become the best version of themselves for personal and professional reasons, men who want to do the same. But one thing that I started to notice was that my guys were coming in for personal, some for professional, most for personal reasons, wanting a different outcome in dating. And when they came in looking like this and came out like that with a complete image, appearance, behavior, communication, digital footprint, ABCD, a complete makeover, a new man. They were more and more of my black clients were coming back saying, I'm not seeing any women on my level, my new level, where I'm achieving to. I can't find anyone. I'm hearing women who arguably are coming back saying they can't find these men. These two people existed. So I'm having a conversation that my female clients are having, my male clients are having. Now, why do I concern myself with image? Because it matters to who I'm talking for. Men, we are visual. It matters. And I don't think that women today really understand who men are and don't understand how much it matters. So it seems superficial when it's not. Go ahead.
So, but attraction, yes, it's the initial thing that.
Now, did she understand where he was coming from? I don't know, because I guess with mansplaining, it just, women don't seem to really want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should she listen to him explain? Let her explain what she feels. Kevin, why are you talking like you know what you're talking about, Kevin? And she doesn't. Let her talk now. Let's go ahead and let her talk.
Gets the relationship going. But is it really truly going to sustain a relationship, right? It gives women this false perception that really all they need is looks
See, that's the other thing. I never said that.
But you say fit, beautiful, and cooperative.
Yes, it gets you in. Okay, just like being ranked high in an organization gets you an interview for management. It doesn't guarantee. I never say, and here's the thing, I am not a one-stop shop to say, well, if you do this, you're going to be able to be happily married. That's not even what I do. My job as an image consultant is help you nail that first 7 seconds. If you fail that, you can't even get to the date. There are other people who help down that path. There are things I can do along that way with interpersonal communication, soft skills, communication skills, things like that. But I'm not trying to be all things to all people. But if you notice, I asked the same questions. When I spoke to men, I asked the similar questions. What are the questions because you ladies are familiar with the height, weight, dress size, all that other stuff. But what are some of the questions I asked men?
That's a good point, because I have not seen any videos where you talk to men. Most of the videos that I've seen, specifically the women. So the men, to me, they look like they just have no depth. Like they can't see beyond the physical. And I understand that, the physical characteristics are important.
For 3 full years, I've talked to men and the videos are there. So it's not as though the work's not there. Most people don't want to go do the work. When I talk to men, one of the first things I ask, age, marital status, kids. How many hours ask you your income? How much are you making annually? How many hours a week are you working? I asked them a lot of questions about production. For 9 weeks, I had a show called The Lion's Den, which was like where Shark Tank meets The Voice. And we were actually talking to men coming in a mock Shark Tank environment, talking to business owners, trying to help them get one thing to another. I have always told men, I don't want to hear your broke problems. I think men should pay 100% everything, regardless as to what a woman has. If you ain't working 60 hours a week, or if you're not working 60 hours a week, in my opinion, you're lazy. Get off of YouTube. Get off of social media. I have always been very direct with men, but here's the thing. Even that video that went viral about that woman, they went back to a video I did in January, which is arguably far more savage. But you know the difference? That man who got that savage treatment thanked me, booked a session with me after that, and became a client, has improved since then. When people tried to use that video to come at me, he actually came out and said, no. I thank that brother for what he did, because it helped me with a reality check to get my life on track to do what I'm doing now. Men take the criticism and either eat the meat, spit out the bones. Women, on the other hand, decide to destroy you instead of looking and say whether or not the criticism is valid based upon the outcomes they want.
I think most of it is that it sounds like the men are really focused on physical characteristics, right? They want these women who are fit, who are cooperative, who are beautiful. And then are these women are even trying to settle down with them, right? Like, how do they know that their expectations of women are not contributed to low marriage rates?
Okay.
And I just feel like
Hold on, Kevin, you gonna cut her off and she just started talking 7 seconds ago. You just gonna cut the sister off like that? Here you go, this mansplaining, trying to explain what you mean, trying to hope that she gonna get the gist of your points, your arguments, how you use facts, data and statistics. Oh man, Kevin, come on, you should do better.
It sounds like these men. Okay, you asked two. Are you making this? It sounds like these men.
I guess these are rhetorical questions, but I'm just wondering: are high value men even looking for marriage? Because some of the characteristics
That's
that
how
they
we got here.
Yeah,
that's how we got here. I asked a question back in fall of the winter of last year. What do rich, wealthy, what do rich and wealthy, middle class, lower upper class, and upper class non-black people know and understand about marriage? Men know and understand about marriage, that they marry, divorce, and remarry in the current environment that middle class and lower upper class black men don't. And I got savage for asking black men about this. Those questions on Instagram, the videos are still on YouTube. Why are men afraid of marriage? Go back. They're all there. Everything that all my critics have to say that I don't do is all there. And what came out of this was women wanted men who were high value. And I defined what high value meant outside of simply money. And then I also asked these men who are high value men who I know, who I'm a part of, who have been around for 20 plus 30 years, what do these kind of men want from a woman that they want to marry? My show is about marriage.
Well, it seemed like a supply and demand issue. The things that they want, are they even finding? Because it's so unrealistic. These men, these high value men.
What do they want?
From what you tell me, they want these fit, cooperative, beautiful people, but they have no other substances that they like. Do they want transparency?
Hold on, let me stop. Okay. See, what I don't do is what you continue to do. I don't judge people for what they want. You keep judging men for what they want. That's not.
I'm just saying that that's.
Hold on, but my thing is, Tawana, if someone comes to your restaurant and orders that 300 pounds and come order a triple cheeseburger, a large fry, and a Coke, are you gonna sit there and ask them about their health? Or are you gonna take the order?
Kevin, when you gonna help them shift? The world is shifting.
No.
So you're gonna help them stay on the same level.
No. See what you just did?
You're gonna help them physically.
No. See, you keep skipping. I've already done that with the men. See, the presumption.
You call us out, but you don't call us out.
The presumption has always been that the problem is with the men, and that is where the data comes from. My show has proven that there are men out here who are upper class, who are middle class, upper middle class, and rich and wealthy who want to marry black men. Mm-hmm. The problem is they can't find women suitable for marriage, fit for marriage. So
because they're targeting women who are emotionally unavailable.
No, that's your perception.
And it's my perception. It's my perception based on what you've said. They're targeting women
they have lived their life just like you've lived yours.
And these women do not want them. These women, beautiful, cooperative women do not want them. That is why they're having trouble finding.
No, that's not women who don't want them. That's not true either. Okay.
All right, I'm just telling you what it is.
If it were, then why do I have 3 people engaged right now in under 3 months? And I
see, Kevin just not listening, man. She trying to tell you that those high value men you working with, it's their fault, Kevin. It's their fault that they can't find these women because these women don't want them. It's not the fact that these men get themselves together. They run into women and they might be beautiful and fit, but then they're not cooperative. That's men's fault, Kevin. Why can't you see that? He's going to mansplain again. Watch.
Can't keep fit.
3 out of how many?
There's thousands of women. Oh, see. Now, this is what we do.
I'm just telling you.
No, man. See, this is what we do. First we say it's not something, then you prove facts, data, statistics, then you move the goalpost. Why don't you say, you know what, 8 couples got together in 3 months in a Facebook group? I'm not even a matchmaker. and 3 engagements happen, 2 who are verified put videos on YouTube, and instead of saying, that goes against what I thought, you say, well, why don't you have 20?
I commend you for that. I do think that that's important information.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question.
Okay. Please.
Where are the women like yourself and the women who are my critics? Where are you producing relationships?
Well, that's not my platform. You're an image consultant.
It's not my platform either.
Yeah, maybe I can change.
But you asked me, where is this? And I produce something that ain't even my platform. Where are the people who are writing all the books, the self-help gurus, the love doctors, and all these other things that people follow that make millions off of this? Where are the relationships?
I just think you have a powerful voice, and I think your perspective don't leave room for change. And that's why nobody wants to receive love the way you describe it. Nobody wants to feel that.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't.
I'm just saying,
sorry,
to have fun, yes.
Tawana, I'm sorry, the numbers say different.
To have fun, yes, but to trust someone with my heart, to trust someone with their heart.
You keep going back.
Sustain.
This is what I've noticed with you.
Yes, tell me what else.
You filter everything through your perspective, and it does.
I can't take the mansplaining no more, Kevin. No, let me stop bullshitting with y'all. This is why men end up mansplaining. Whatever women call the bullshit, white women, whatever feminist bullshit. Because he sat there and told her and broke down everything to her. No, I do try to work with guys on being the best version of themselves to find wives. That's what I do. I don't just sit here and try to do hookups. Just like if y'all ever seen Hitch with Will Smith. When the white guy that plays on the one show, Burn Notice, he came to Will Smith and was talking about he couldn't get this one lady out of his head unless he does the deed with her. And Will was like, no, I help guys who actually like women. And women tried to set it up or the woman that he finally got who was messing with, I forget the one Puerto Rican chick name, but they made it seem like he just hooked guys up just to have sex. And it was like, no, I try to get guys that like women that want to be in a long-term relationship and get married. That's what Kevin just sat there and explained to her for 10 minutes. And she still keeps saying, oh, you ain't making no space. You're not calling out these guys. Yes, he does. You just don't go watch the videos. You're stuck on what you feel and what you believe, that he's not being a Derek Jackson or Steve Harvey and kissing women's butts. So this is why men end up mansplaining, because a lot of women, especially our sisters, sadly, a lot of our sisters, act like they don't hear what he's saying. They don't watch the videos when he's saying what he's saying to men. He's actually more savage to men than women. But y'all don't want to listen to that. So when guys talk to women and they act like this woman, trying to be nice and polite and keep having to break it down like they 5 years old, then next thing you know what? Women get an attitude and get mad about that and then say, don't mansplain. Then it's like, okay, so, and I got another video come on about what I'm about to say. This is why men end up MGTOW going their own way, because they're tired of explaining themselves. They're tired of feeling like they're so wrong. But you say you want men to be old school, but then you'll turn around and say, oh, men was trying to be controlling police and cuffing and jailing women back in the 50s and before that. But you still want guys to be that, but you want them to be more simps and let you run it. This is why men end up mansplaining. Simple as that. This your boy JTL, another Red Pill episode. Gonna be back with some more. You already know how it goes. Please excuse me for mansplaining.